This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
I can't believe you actually did it.
Yep. You're talking about made out with that Italian model?
No.
When I was 25? Oh.
I'm talking about the cake from yesterday.
Oh, yes, of course.
So I was in a really bad mood yesterday morning, and I didn't want to edit the podcast. I had bad cramps. I just wanted to go home. I was like, why am I at work? I deserve to be laying down.
You were in...
Ryder was like, shut up.
Yeah, you were on a different level. I
like threw my phone across the room.
I said about 6 times, like, go home. I'll do the podcast. Go home.
Yeah, so this was at like 11 a.m. So I was also hungry. And Ryder's like, what can I do for you? Like, what is going to make you stop being a psycho? And I said, I don't know. Get me a cake.
It was so random. I thought you'd like say a spicy chicken, and I had my keys in my hand. I was going to leave and go and get you whatever you wanted to turn your day around, is what I'm going to tell people.
Yeah,
but the truth
reality,
is just pipe it.
Anyway, yesterday afternoon, Ryder shows up with a cake, and I was pumped. And then I read what it said on it. It said, pull it together.
Beautiful cake.
It was beautiful. It didn't look cheap either.
No, it wasn't. It was this is the kind of cake you would get for like maybe even a wedding.
Yeah.
The guy, when I went in to ESM Fine Cakes and Pastries, said, how'd you hear about us? And I said, I was just Googling. Like, I just needed a place that...
Oh, I bet businesses love that when their company pops up first.
And he's like, that's funny because mainly we just are a supplier to like fancy hotels and stuff.
Oh, that's why it had real flowers on it.
Yeah, it was unreal.
Your daughter ate one. She thought it was edible and spit it out. I was like, that's just decoration. Anyway, that was very kind of you. Thank you.
It was kind, right? Because it said pull it together on it.
It was a bit facetious. That's fine. Plus, then I was like still in a bad mood after. So sorry that you wasted $70.
It was more of a statement piece than it was a gift.
If you want to check the cake out, it's on Ryder's Instagram. Ryder FM.
The Whitney movie is in theaters now. It's got
It's an okay rating so far.
45% on Rotten Tomatoes, not great, but Google users 90% liked it.
Okay.
This one review says, after seeing all the train wreck documentaries about Whitney, finally one that focused on her talent, voice, and fun personality. Many critics are saying the actress who played her didn't look like Whitney, but who does or ever will?
That's true. 88% of audience members gave the film a positive score, with 68% saying they would definitely recommend it to others.
Okay. I wanted to pay tribute to Whitney, so this was originally planned for when the movie came out, but then that was over holidays. So I've just been grinding, making sure it's perfect.
Well, and working on your lung capacity.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Let's do it.
Ryder's recorder. Ryder has no actual skills.
Wow, you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm a little bit dizzy.
Yeah, me too. Watching that.
Really?
Yeah. I was like holding my breath.
You were that into it. It got the blood flowing that much, hey?
Lee says, the flutter just about killed me. Michelle says, wow, Ryder's good.
Yeah, thank you.
You should have been in the movie. Maybe the rating would have gone up.
Imagine just a guy in the background of one of the scenes just wailing on it.
Do people get engaged on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I would say it's probably one of the most common days of the year, if not number one. I know the holidays are a big time for it, but
Yeah.
I would think Valentine's Day. The main reason is just then you don't have to get another gift. It's like you're done your shopping.
I think the main reason is to remember anniversaries better.
Oh, that's a good suggestion.
It is a really good idea to do it on like your partner's birthday.
A memorable day.
A memorable day.
Sure. We wanted to talk about engagement stories gone wrong, as I'm sure a few of those have happened.
Remember when I ruined my sister's engagement?
Yep, I heard that.
That was good. That was a good time.
I had a buddy and his wife found the ring. I was like, what's this? And he's like, and he just had to drop down to a knee and ask her. He had it like hidden in the bottom of one of his drawers.
Well, she shouldn't have said anything.
Right? But she found it with him in the room. What's this?
And then it's too late.
And he's like,
I bet she knew halfway through the sentence and then regretted it.
Yeah, 100%.
I do want to hear from people. Did you know it was coming?
I did it in a snow fort that I built, but I was wearing ski pants that were a little bit too tight.
Did they rip?
Well, I tried to do the one knee thing and I couldn't lift the because I started on two knees in the snow fort and then I tried to lift.
Could you stand up in your snow fort?
Not really.
Oh, I wish there was a camera filming this.
So then I tried to get the one leg up and she wouldn't go because of the ski pants.
It was probably the most attractive thing she's ever seen.
So I just did it on two knees, which is kind of awkward.
Now, I teased earlier, or I mentioned that I ruined my sister's engagement, but then I didn't go into details. So there's a lot of people on the text line that are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You got to explain what happened there.
Full stop.
So, yeah, my sister and her boyfriend at the time came over. I was still living at my parents' house at the time. And they were just stopping in to get some sleeping bags because they were going on a camping trip or going hiking that weekend. And while she was under the stairs trying to find it, he showed me the ring upstairs. And I loudly said, "What is that, a ring?" And she heard me.
Like, what?
What's wrong with me? She didn't tell me until after they got engaged, but she was like, "Just so you know, I heard you upstairs, you idiot." And I was like, ooh.
Like, I could see if there was a gemstone of some sort and he showed you and you were like, what is that, a ruby? But, like, obviously it's a ring, right?
Yeah, I'm not proud of it.
Yeah.
So don't be me.
I thought you were going to say be mean, and I'm like, I'm having a rough time not
being mean. Yeah, no, it's hard sometimes. I get it. So we want to hear from you. What is your cringy or your engagement story that went wrong or a funny story about it? Aaron wrote into 780-784-7107. And it said, I was supposed to get engaged on Valentine's Day, but about 2 weeks before that, I was in night school. I was very pregnant and hormonal. I was having one of the worst days. So my then fiance, well, I guess boyfriend at the time, now husband, picked me up early from school and had a big sign that he made while I was in class. But I was an emotional wreck. I was crying. I didn't have my glasses on. So he told me to read the sign and I snapped. Well, I don't have my glasses on. So then I put them on and read, "Will you marry me?" Then he dropped down to one knee. It completely changed my mood. We've now been married for 6 years, happily, but I still feel awful that I wrecked his plan. And it's so funny you say that, Aaron, because when my sister told me about her engagement, because they were hiking, she was super hungry and in a really bad mood.
Okay.
And so when he said, "Kristen, turn around," she was like, "Why? So I could carry more stuff?" And she turned around and he was on one knee.
You are related.
I know. It's just, I just think the stories of engagements where the person's in a really bad mood.
Yeah, really funny.
5 simple words, $1,000. It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay.
We've got Nick on the phone, caller 7. You sound pretty shocked that you got through.
Yeah, I was very shocked that I actually got through.
And it sounds like you have someone there with you. Who are you hanging out with right now?
I'm just here with my mom.
Oh, your mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Okay, so Ryder, do you want to break down how the game works? I'm sure Nick knows. You've probably been listening, but for anyone else that's just listening for the first time, this is how the game works. We play this every morning around this time.
So it's all about matching brain waves. You're going to pick a teammate that you think like. We'll send them out of the room. We're going to give you 5 words, and then we'll invite your teammate back in, either Lisa or myself, give them the same 5 words. And for everyone that matches, it's $25. If you get all 5, it is $1,000.
Nick, who is your teammate this morning, Ryder or Lisa?
You know, I'm gonna go with Ryder this morning.
Yeah. Okay, do you have my timer turned up over there? Thank you, Ryder.
Do.
I'm very excited about today's round because I really like my words. So best of luck, Nick.
Okay.
I'm going to start the 25-second timer right after I say the first word.
Okay.
Nick, what comes to your mind when I say hygienist?
Dentist.
Flush.
Toilet.
Balloon.
Pop.
Fuzzy.
Oh. Bear.
Pedal.
Flower.
Woo! Smooth like butter. Come back in, Ryder. He's just looking at me through the window. Nick crushed it. So let's win him some money today, okay? He's with his mom. Let's make her proud. Ryder's stretching in the corner. Okay. Ryder, what comes to your mind when I say flush?
Toilet.
It's correct. What comes to your mind when I say balloon? Balloon.
I'm gonna say pop.
That's right.
Yes. Birthday was my other word.
We got $50, Nick.
Nice,
Let's
Nick.
keep going. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Pedal.
Bike.
Flower.
Oh, I thought you said pedal.
Well, I mean, I guess you could have taken it either way.
No, pedal and petal are different.
What do you think? You make the call.
I think we give him one new word. I'll leave the room again because I misheard. That's not fair.
No, I think anyone could mishear that. Pedal, pedal. They sound the same.
No, I think honestly, I heard a different word than what.
Okay. Do you want to leave now, or should we do the rest of the words first?
Yeah, I'll leave right now.
Okay, well, I got to think of another word. Okay, get out of here. This is an interesting twist. Hey, Nick?
Yeah, I was honestly thinking bike or
Right,
bicycle.
right. So maybe that's my bad. Maybe that's my bad. I should have at least spelt it out for you. So now we're going to go with a different word.
Okay.
What comes to your mind when I say Starbucks?
Coffee.
I made it an easy one. Come back in, Ryder. Ryder, what comes to your mind when I say Starbucks?
Coffee.
That's right.
Okay, so we're three for three.
We're 3 for 3. We got $75.
Yes.
Okay.
Hygienist.
Dental.
Dentist.
Yeah, we'll count that.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. We only have one more word.
Okay.
Nick has $100. We're gonna try and make it 1,000. Fuzzy. Do you have 2 words in your head right now? What's going on right now in your mind? You look stressed. Fuzzy.
Well, it's for the $1,000, so I want to take my time. Blanket.
Bear.
Dang.
Sorry,
Nick.
dude. Damn.
You know what, Nick? You did good. $100 in your pocket. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Talking about engagement stories gone wrong at 780-784-7107.
Or if it's just a funny story,
Sure.
hit us up and let us know. Jess wrote in saying we were playing a family game of charades on New Year's Eve. It was getting pretty intense to the point where everybody was calling everybody on the rules that they were breaking. So when my brother-in-law pulled the ring box out of his pocket and got down on one knee in front of his girlfriend, I yelled at him, "You can't use props."
That's so good.
That is so great. Haley wrote in saying, I got one. My husband was going to propose on our trip to the Dominican. We were going through airport security, and he was, of course, randomly selected.
Yeah.
The airport employee had him empty his backpack on the table, and there was the box from the jewelry store. So I figured it out pretty quick. That must be terrifying when you're trying to bring a ring.
Yeah. Yeah, sneaking
security.
anything on a plane sounds like a terrifying experience.
Yeah, and then when you're trying to hide it from your partner, it's too much. It's too intense for me.
I would feel bad for the security person in that situation, too, just trying to do their job, and then they wreck something like that.
Yeah, they probably wreck an engagement. There's someone out there wrecking one right now.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
780-784-7107. What do you got?
Okay. When I got engaged to my ex, it was so awkward. We were going to go to dinner at Boston Pizza. I was not dressed up. It was not anything special. And it happened in my car. It was just kind of like, I got into my car and looked over, and there was like this ring, and I'm like, really? Like, no effort at all.
And you were on your way to Boston Pizza to get a brute?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that's the only time you'd order the salmon at Boston Pizza.
Why?
To try to fancy it up a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Boston Pizza. Only the finest.
So that the picture in the background, like of your ring and with the food in the background, wasn't just spaghetti. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. It's just spaghetti noodles.
a pierogi pizza.
Yeah. Boston Pizza bread.
Come on.
Every time you drive by a Boston Pizza, do you laugh?
Do you give it the finger?
Yes.
Thank you for the call. We appreciate it.
Now, there's no hate here. If you've been engaged in a BP's, that's great. Was it your first date? If there's some sort of meaning behind it.
Right. Or like even if it was Fishbowl Fridays.
Oh, true. I mean, get a couple fish bowls and me, I'll propose to someone. This first-time texter, no name attached, but I love it. It's straight to the point. Good morning. I have the best one. My girlfriend and I were having a fight on a Friday night. It wasn't going to end well, so I jumped in my truck, went to the store, bought a ring, and then I just did it, just to end the fight. She said yes, but I won. Have a good day.
I actually am not mad at that.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
What a way to make a point.
It was just before Christmas, and I decided to purge closet out because, at Christmas you get so much extra stuff and whatever. So I was doing a purge. I found a box, and I was like, well, what is this? Of course, I opened it, and it was a ring. And so immediately I got excited, and I was like, oh, my God, okay, this is it. And I didn't want to spoil it for him, right? So
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. I just put it back where I found it. And because, obviously he had planned to do it for Christmas and whatnot. So anyways, I'm excited. I'm counting down the days to Christmas. I knew I was getting this ring. And Christmas morning, sure enough, I get this little box and I open it. And lo and behold, inside there's a pair of diamond earrings. And I was like, I'm sure the look of disappointment on my face was, more than enough to say anything. But, he was probably thinking, wow, she's a real cow. I just spent all this money on these diamond earrings and, she looks like she hates them already.
Did he return the ring?
So I didn't say anything at the time, but, all day I was wondering, what the hell's going on? I found this ring. So anyways, I mustered up enough courage later enough to admit to him that, I found this box with the ring and, where's the ring and, why did I get earrings? I could see this look of embarrassment on his face and whatnot, and he proceeded to tell me that, after a lot of thought, he didn't think that it was the right ring.
Oh,
so
okay.
He returned it, and got me the earrings.
And then was going to go back to the well and get another ring.
A better ring.
Yeah.
I don't know if he didn't think it was good enough or what. So anyways, that whole time I thought I was getting engaged for Christmas, and
you got earrings.
I got earrings. I mean, they were nice earrings, but it definitely wasn't what I expected.
Thank you for the call. We appreciate it.
They did end up getting engaged.
Mm-hmm.
They are married now, she said. It was a year later, and the ring was dynamite.
Awesome.
That's great.
The Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
Play 107.